Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you how I did this look. It's just a lot of pinks and oranges and yellows. It's a really fun summertime look, so if you like it, stay tuned. Okay, so I've already primed my eye, and what I used was Urban Decay Primer Potion in Sin. I really highly recommend their primer. I really like it. Definitely worth the money. And the palette that I'm working off of today is from Bitch Slap Cosmetics. It's their 60 color palette. Definitely one of my more favorite purchases that I've made because it's not very expensive and you definitely get a lot of color to work with, and they're really, really fun colors. So I'm going to start actually with the outer portion with the crease because it just kind of builds a nice area for where I want everything else to go. Normally I work inside out, but with this particular look I just find it's a little bit more helpful to lay my outline first. So basically what I'm using here for the pinks is kind of a mixture of this pink here and this one here. And I'm just kind of blending the two in pretty much equal parts. You can make it, more of one color, less of another if you want. I just find that together they make a really much more vibrant color. And so I'm going to start on that with just like the outer third of my eyelid. And then just take it into my crease. And I'm taking that to about the inner third of my eye. And just kind of feathering it out and up a little bit. Just blend everything so that it kind of doesn't have any harsh lines to it. Okay, so that's how it looks. And then I'm gonna do the orange, and the oranges that I'm doing are going to be a mixture again. I'm going to hold this way. It's a little bit easier to show. I'm going to mix this orange here and this one with just a little bit of that one. These are probably the best oranges that I've found so far. If you have any product recommendations of any particular brands or whatever of a really good orange, let me know, because they're definitely a color that I want to work with more. I just haven't found one that really stands out to me. And you're just going to put that on the inner third of your eye. And I'm kind of really loading it up there so that it comes out more vibrant. With this look, you really want it bright, and you want to really kind of, I don't want to say cake on the color because that's just kind of stereotypical, but you want to definitely make sure that there's a lot of color on there because it's going to get a lot more vibrant and a lot more bright, and you're going to notice the colors a lot more. Okay, and then you're just going to kind of blend that so that it, you don't want any like really harsh lines. For me, when I'm blending, I just kind of go little windshield wiper strokes, just a little bit back and forth. And I tend to check all of my blending work with my magnified side of my mirror, just to make sure that I'm not missing anything, and just to make sure that it's fully blended. Because I really don't like that line look unless that's what I'm really going for, but with this particular look it just doesn't work. So I'm gonna go ahead and load up my yellow now, and what I'm using are some really fun fluorescent mixtures. I'm going to use this one and this one, which are almost gone, so you can tell how much I love those. And then this one here. You're just going to put that on the rest of your lid. And work that up towards where you have the pink at, so that it kind of starts out yellow and then transitions into pink, and you'll blend those so that they have kind of a more blended look, a little bit more refined and polished. Okay, so take your big blendy brush and just kind of work all of that together. It really transitions pretty nicely. What I did after that was took an angled brush and put more of my yellow on it. And took it up and over the pink outline, and I'm talking like a really thin little line to outline it that you're going to kind of blend together, but it's going to make it look a little bit like a halo over the pink, or like a little miniature yellow rainbow. Just all in all, it winds up looking really, really good. Okay, so I'm just going to finish doing that. Okay, so I don't know how well you can see this on camera, but in the mirror you can definitely see like a nice little yellow line. It's not very thick, it's just about the width of the brush. And then you're just going to take your blendy brush again and blend it out. And this brush set that I'm using, I actually purchased from my cosmetology school. Definitely a great investment to buy a good set of brushes. I really do like these brushes. So this is where you just do any kind of final blending and touch-up work. Make sure that your eyes are even. Okay, and then for a highlight, I'm just using this white color right here. And just taking a little tiny bit of it and brushing it into my brow bone, and it kind of blends nicely and takes any kind of edges off of that yellow that we just put on. And now I'm just going to go ahead and line my eyes and put on my mascara. I'm not going to make you sit through that part because it's not that complicated. Basically, I'm using an Almay liquid liner in black. There's no particular brand to it, it's just Almay liquid liner. This is a really, really good liquid liner, and I don't usually like liquid liners, but this is really dark and it definitely lasts throughout the day. And then the mascara that I'm using is Maybelline's The Falsies. Really like it. It's waterproof. It's just a really good quality mascara. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll be right back to put the finishing touches on it. Okay, so now that that's all done, there's really just a little bit more that I did. What I did was lined my eye. I took a little bit of black eyeshadow, and I just kind of loaded it up on my angled brush and just kind of softened the edges of that line so that it didn't look too harsh, and looked a little bit more smoky. And then what I'm going to do is take that same angled brush and my pinks again and mix those up. I'm just going to kind of take that right underneath the black, just on the outer third of underneath my eyelid, to kind of just bring it all together and sort of pull it out a little bit more, make it a little more dramatic looking. And then I'm going to do the same with my yellow and take that under the rest of my eye. And you won't see the yellow as much as you're going to see the pink. the point is to just kind of blend it and pull the whole look together, both above and below the eye. Okay, and that's it. For my face, I just used the Urban Decay Surreal Skin Mineral Powder, and I used that in Illusion. I really like that powder, it's definitely good. I also used their Brow Box for my brows, which is in Brown Sugar, and I used the darker color there. Oh yeah, one more thing I wanted to show you. If you were gonna go out, you could totally make this a really crazy, funky look with something like these pink feather eyelashes. These are from Hetty's Body Shop. My mom actually found these at, like, I think Rite Aid, and picked up a couple pairs. I would put those on now, just to kind of show you how they look and play with them. But I really want to save those for something that I have planned coming up, and it's definitely going to be a really fun look. So subscribe so you don't miss it, and look for it coming up in a couple of, no more than a week. So yeah, that's it. I'll post a couple of still pictures with this as well, so that you can kind of see what it looks like with like a flash and that sort of thing. But it's definitely a simple look, and I hope you really have a lot of fun with it.